Good morning from Burke Tech. Proficiency versus growth. That has been a huge topic lately, especially with Betsy's DeVos hearings, and was she confused about what is what and what is more important and so forth. I'm not going to debate that, but I do have some thoughts about proficiency and growth. And Dr. Bernard Bull wrote an excellent article about the two, and he probably does a better job articulating what my thoughts are. And this is going to be just a short thought process of the difference between proficiency and growth and what I think is important. To me, both are important. You have to have both the proficiency part and the growth part. And I know during the hearings there was all this talk about, well, we're more concerned about the growth. We need students to grow. And that is true. We do need students to grow. We want students to be advanced from where they started from. As a PE teacher, that has always been one of my major influences in my class. We do a pre-test, see where our skills are, and then at the end we do a post-test to see how much we grew. And for something like athletics and PE, I always put more emphasis on the growth of a student than the proficiency necessarily. But I have had PE teachers that have dealt with proficiency. You must be able to do so many jump ropes with backwards or crisscross. And depending on if you can meet a certain level is what your grade is. If you can't get past the first level, you're not going to have a good grade. That is pure proficiency. Now, does that mean proficiency is always bad? No. Because sometimes you do need that proficiency of knowing where we're at and what we're doing. And be able to tell a student, you must be able to do certain things to move on. For math, you must be able to count before you start getting into adding and subtracting, and you need to be able to do the simple level algebra before you get into trig. Those are proficiency skills that you must have. Now, where does it come with growth versus proficiency? Well, it's a combination. I could grow. I could be, let's say I could do 3 math problems in a minute. And at the end, I could do maybe 10 math problems in a minute. That is a great growth. But to be skill level or to be knowledgeable enough to move on to a next concept, maybe I need to be able to do 30 of those in a minute. So even though I had that growth, I didn't meet the standards of being proficient. And even though I am growing, I'm still going to have trouble as I move along into harder concepts. So to me, you have to have that combination of proficiency, we have to have certain skills, certain standards, and also the growth. That's why I love standard-based grading and looking at being able to tell students where they're exactly at a certain point in time, but also to be able to look at and celebrate the growth. So we can be able to tell that student they couldn't do a one time around in a jump rope, and they grow to maybe 5 times in a row, and celebrate that. But we still want them to get to maybe 10 or 20. So we have to work on both. This is super quick, super at the top of my head, but David Black challenged me to listen or to express some of my thoughts here. So I'm doing that, Dave, just for you on this concept. But I want to explore this a little bit more in more detail when I have more time to really put down some of my thoughts. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed to Burke Tech, please do so. I appreciate it. Please also, in the comments down below, tell me what you think about proficiency versus growth. Have a great day.